So as always, I'm Rebecca Lockwood, your neuro-linguistic programming trainer, hypnotherapy trainer, breakthrough coach trainer, and I also train a couple of other modalities, including timeline therapy, positive psychology, EFT, energy, and a couple of other bits and bobs that really help you to support your clients to break through and achieve the outcomes that you want them to achieve through your coaching. I regularly work alongside brands such as Marie Claire, Cosmopolitan, Harper's Bazaar. I was in Breeze magazine this issue, which is really lovely. I was in Metro magazine today, which is really brilliant. And I just give comments on behaviours, how we think, why we think the way we think, how we communicate with ourselves and with the world around us. And one of the things I talk a lot about within our students, within our neuro-linguistic programming and breakthrough coaching course, is about the business side of setting up a coaching business. And then there's this kind of gap where people say to me, and I got this question all week last week, I got this question about people who've done NLP training or coaching training elsewhere. And they were asking me about the business side and the sales side of having a coaching business, like things like, well, how do I put together my coaching program, or how do I sell it? And I find myself, I said this yesterday, I find myself having so many conversations with my friends who are also coaches about taking these actions and really implementing things that are really going to support you to be able to start and seriously scale a coaching business in a way that gives you the time freedom, the money freedom, all of the reasons why you set up your coaching business, really. Because I don't know about you, but I set up my coaching business, well, firstly because I was really passionate and feeling pulled towards helping people and really making a difference. And then also because I wanted to make some money. I wanted to make some really good money, and I wanted to support my family. And I felt really pulled towards, and I felt really guided towards, not that I knew what that meant at that time. I felt really guided towards making a difference and doing something that can have a big impact. And part of that for me meant scaling what I was offering and scaling my coaching business in order to help more people. Now, you may have just started coaching, so do let me know, like if you've just started coaching, let me know if you've started getting coaching clients or if you already have one-to-one coaching clients. Now, what usually happens is people get to a certain point and then they realise that they only have so much time. There's only so much time you can give away, and once you've given away that time, you can't make any more of it, right? Because, and let me know if this resonates, because you only have so much time in the day, you can't buy more time because there is no more time. So once you've given your time up, that's it, it's gone, right? So how do you then increase your income as a coach, and how do you have a bigger impact? So there are a number of ways that we can do this. We can write books, right? And writing books can give us a great return. It can help us support people and support the kind of people that we want to help. And it can have an impact because the people who read it will obviously be educated about the things that you're talking about and the things that you're helping people with. But writing books isn't necessarily going to scale your income, because you might sell a book for what, $9.99 max, and so it'd have to be a lot of 9.99s for you to really scale that to make a really profitable business. So there are other things that we can think about, such as putting together your program, your coaching program, in an order and sequence that you take your clients through. So when you're working with people one-to-one, you'll find that there's a common theme anyway. There'll be a common theme of things that you're finding yourself helping people with and working with, and it'll come up quite a lot. For me, it was around limiting beliefs. It was around limiting beliefs around showing up and making sales, because it just kind of fitted that way. It was limiting beliefs around not feeling worthy enough to being able to grow businesses. And I had a lot of different kinds of businesses. So at that time, I wasn't just working with coaches. I was working with lots of different kinds of businesses, product-based businesses, service-based businesses. I was working with lots of different kinds of entrepreneurs. Some of them were coaches, some of them were florists. I had cake makers, people working in the wedding industry. I had equestrian coaches, people who had play gyms, lots and lots of different kinds of areas. And what you'll find is, and I want you to kind of reflect on this yourself, is What is it that you're noticing as a common theme within the kind of people that you're working with? Because what you can then do is you can take that and put it together in a process that you can then create. You can create your book from that, right? You can, my previous book, Step Into Your Personal Potential, was created off the back of what I was doing at that time with my one-to-one coaching clients. The book that I'm writing at the moment is created off the back of what I talk about and what I tell people they can do to help them scale a coaching business. And so that's kind of one method. Then what we can also do is put this together in a kind of format that you can also apply to group coaching, right? So you're working with a lot more people at once, but you're not giving away any more time because, like we said, there's only so much time that you can give. And once you've given that time away, well, there's no more time. Elena says, would you like to explain what is NLP? Yeah, of course. So neuro-linguistic programming. So is anybody familiar with neuro-linguistic programming? Has anybody trained in neuro-linguistic programming? I can see that there are a couple of our students on here. So it's really nice to see you. So neuro-linguistic programming is about understanding how the mind works, why the mind works the way it works, how we behave, and why we behave the way we behave, and how we communicate with ourselves, and then how we communicate with the world around us. So it's really about understanding the psychology of the mind and our behavior. And it's like, I like to say it's like very much like psychology and neuroscience kind of merged together, which creates the body of work of neuro-linguistic programming. So do let me know if anybody's trained in NLP. Or if you want me to explain any further. So I do train neuro-linguistic programming, breakthrough coaching, timeline therapy, hypnotherapy, EFT, energy, quite a few other bits and bobs that really help to support your clients to break through. So coming back then to what I was talking about when it comes to scaling your coaching business, so we can create these group programs from our common theme that we're finding our clients going through when we're working with them one-to-one. We can then take that same method and put it together in a course. We could even create a membership, right, and really spread it out. We could even break it down even further and really pull it down into, Truly Exquisite says, I just got my NLP certificate. Amazing, well done. We can really break it down into even smaller steps and educate people through your marketing. So one of the things I talked a lot about last week, and that I do talk a lot about in general, is you might find yourself wanting to help certain kinds of people, but that knowing that they can't afford to either work with you one-to-one or pay for group coaching programs or even do courses, right? So one of the things that you can do that will help you work with them people and support them, and also help them take the next steps when the time is right for them, is create weekly marketing content that answers and educates your potential clients on the ways that you can help them and how you can help them, so that when the time is right, they can then take the next steps. What you ideally want to have it in is a format that when people meet you where they are, so whether that's your free marketing or whether that's your membership, I'm not saying you should have all of these things, but if you were to have these things, or if it was your self-study course or a group program, that then they would naturally take the next steps that work for them with where they're at the moment. So that is really how you are going to scale a coaching business, because you only have so much time, and once you've sold your time, once you've sold the time that you've got, you can't make any more of it up. You can't buy any more time from anywhere else. So what you want to do in your coaching business, if you are wanting to scale it, is you need to think about how you can put together your signature program in order to be able to scale a coaching business, to be able to generate the income that you want, to be able to give you the freedom that you want, and give you a return on everything that you wanted, and remind yourself why you started your coaching business in the first place. Because I don't know about you, but for me, it was about having that freedom. It was about being able to be there for my kids. It was about being able to make money, to be able to choose to do what I wanted to do. It was about not being dictated to anyone, not being dictated by a boss or a manager. That's what I mean. And so we need to ensure that when we do come into starting and growing a coaching business, that we always check back in with that and remind ourselves why it was that we started in the first place. So I hope that this was helpful. The doors are open at the moment to my signature sales success system, and within this program I'm going to be talking you through how you can really scale a coaching business by understanding what your signature program is and how to rinse and repeat that process. So if you've never done it before, I'll help you put that together, and then I'll also help you with a consistent ongoing sales strategy in order to help you have that freedom, that time freedom, that money freedom that you started your business for. So if you've got any questions, do pop me a message. If you're on Instagram with me, you can find the link for the details in my profile, and if you're on Facebook with me, you can find the link for the details in the description, in whatever direction that's in. And if you've got any questions about the course or about anything that I've spoken about today, pop me either a message, or if you head over to that page, there is a pink tab in the bottom corner of the website. You can send me and the team a message on there. I don't know if you can hear Cooper snorting. Let me just see if you can see him now. Coops! Cooper! Hello! Bless him, so noisy. Great, so yes, so as always, I'm Rebecca Lockwood, your neuro-linguistic programming trainer, hypnotherapy trainer, breakthrough coach trainer, and if you've got any questions, do pop me a message. Have an amazing day, and I'll be live again later on in the week.